I know. A lot of you are sick of hearing the same thing. And trust me, I'm sick of talking about it. I want a move to be made. And we've been talking about how much of a jump did the defensive line has it made. We won't really get to see that until we face against the LA Rams and beyond. And there's a guy that we're going to talk about in a later video, young dude, second-year player, talked about the defensive line and what he expects out of it this year. And I like it. Some nastiness involved. We hear the word violence a lot when it comes to guys on the defensive line, so stay tuned for that video. But this Matthew Judon situation, still, it keeps getting crazier and crazier, okay? Only time I really make a video is if there is a significant update on what's happening. We talked about Matthew Judon a couple days ago, that him and the coach, the new coach, keep in mind Bill Belichick is gone, okay? The new coach, he got into it. They got into it in some way. Now, I understand what you're saying about people have seen the clip and they wonder if he's a culture fit. I assure you, and I don't even know the guy, but I assure you that there have been behind the scenes conversations between Dan Campbell and some other players. And they might not always be in a calm fashion, okay? Dan Campbell said the other day that him and Taylor Decker talked about the contract man to man, okay? I'm sure this is a game of passion. These guys love the sport. Okay, they want to feel respected. So I'm sure it's some heated takes between grown men, right? Or that's what we do, but we squash it at the end of the day, okay? So there's been an update to the Matthew Judon situation. And I am going to say something, and I think it's time that Brad Holmes makes a move. Check this out. This is coming from Twitter. X, okay? Boston Sports Grotto says, or Gordo, I'm sorry, Boston Sports Gordo, can't see it clear on my screen, says the Patriots have made Judon a new contract offer per Diana Rossini. Now, keep in mind, she is legit. She works with the Athletic, but they have been wrong before. She's been wrong before, something specifically about the Detroit Lions. This comes in wake of Judon's missed practices and heated discussions with the brass. So you're like, all right, that's cool. That's cool, right? Good news, squash it, it's over with. If you haven't heard, the New England Patriots extended a defensive tackle today, signed him to a deal. Where's Judon? Where's the deal for Judon? Check this out. Judon said, this is his Twitter account. No, they haven't, but it makes me look bad again. Don't believe the lies. Now, that to me is telling me it's time for him to go. It's time for him to go. And here is what someone had to say as soon as I can find it here. Okay, we got to go here. I'm sorry, y'all. Thought I had all this stuff pulled up. 100%. Go here, go here, go here. Where we at? I'm sorry. Oh, come on, Derek. What are you doing, man? What are you doing? All right. This is what I had to say, coming from Detroit Lions Syndicate, his Twitter, says, it's clear to me that the relationship between the Patriots and Judon is nearing irreconcilable. Brad should move before someone else does. Now, if this is coming from Bleacher Report, I snapped this and I wanted to, I made it into a tweet. If somebody's calling you a liar, so either the Patriots, Diana Rossini got it wrong, there's been some miscommunication, or they are outright lying on Matthew Judon, okay, and saying we tried to offer him a deal. Judon, somebody is lying, okay? So here's my question, and this is my thought behind it. If a team is lying on you, that's it. What kind of relationship could they still have if it has come to telling lies? If that's what happened. Now, could they talk like men, scrap it, work it out, hash it out? They absolutely could. But based on all the factors, based on the fact that Matthew Judon has been very vocal about a contract extension, based on the fact that he came into practice and wind up leaving, okay, showing his good faith. He has said numerous times that he wants to be there, but it's out of his control, okay? And now, with him essentially saying that the Patriots are lying, how can he go back to that? How can he take another snap for that team? I'm going to say it doesn't happen. I'm going to say that Matthew Judon will be traded. So now, and you never know, maybe they sent him home because they're going to trade him, even though he wasn't going to practice. Maybe they didn't. You know what? You're done. And then here's the cherry on top, the icing on the cake, if you will. They extended another dude over him. Let me see if I can find my retweet. Got to see if I can find it. Here we go. For Adam Schefter, this news dropped at 1:41, so about 3 hours from you seeing this. Another extension in New England. Patriots and standout DT Devon Gachu, I have no idea how to say that, reached an agreement on a 2-year extension worth up to $21 million that includes $16.5 million guaranteed. The deal was negotiated by those guys. So you might be like, all right, Derek, that's not that much. And you'll be right. That's around the DJ Reader contract. But still, you know Judon wants to get paid. He's been trying to work with you. All of those things. And you're going to say, you're going to give him the Drake. You're going to give him this. And be like, nah, bro, we not going to sign you. And then we going to put out a lie. We're not going to extend you. Then we going to put out a lie that we offered you something and you said no. So if somebody making me look bad, I'm gone. Period. I'm gone. So I'm saying to myself, Brad, make this happen, bro. Make it happen. Judon, and you saying, okay, well, Derek, slow your roll, right? Judon, slow your roll. He's 32 years old. He's coming off an injury. Those things are true. He's also on an expiring contract. We could get him for super cheap. There comes a point where the team just wants to get rid of the headache. Now, I'm not saying Matthew Judon is a headache. The whole thing is a headache, okay? I think Matthew Judon is doing what anybody else would do, trying to get his money. He's trying to take care of his family. That's what he's trying to do, okay? I told you before, sometimes I would side with the team. Looked at it as selfish. Not anymore. And then you paid somebody else? So I don't think Judon is a problem. You had heard nothing from Matthew Judon until it came to this. You have heard nothing. The dude has showed up to camp in good faith. He doesn't want to play because he don't want to get hurt. So Brad Holmes, we could get this guy for a steal. Now, y'all say that Brad Holmes likes to finesse people. He finessed the every deal he's ever made, he finessed, right? We could get Matthew Judon, I would say, my honest opinion, 4th or 5th round pick. When? Maybe 2026, maybe something like that. One pick, 4th or 5th round. He still wants that extension here, okay? Brad Holmes, Dan Campbell, have a little chat with them. Say, listen, we trying to win it in the next 3 years. Because remember now, he don't have one. He don't have one. He's not going to be playing forever. He don't have a ring. When the Patriots came back and beat the Falcons, he played for the Baltimore Ravens. And we know what they do. Lamar Wilson in charge. You already know what happens. He trying to win. Patriots in a rebuild. They know they're in a rebuild. They know this. Why not get something for him? Come here, 2-year deal. Find his value. Agree on it with the Detroit Lions. Have him for 3 years. Brad, and from what Brad has done with the cap, I mean, how you going to extend Taylor Decker and it only hit the cap for $5 million? So it's some back end stuff going on. But if you trust him like you think you do, or like you say you do, Brad Holmes can make this happen. You know what's funny to me is everybody wants to complain when it's somebody away from the team that we don't have the money. We're going to do this. Ain't nobody complaining. Well, y'all hated the golf one. St. Brown, Panay Sewell, Taylor Decker, blah, blah, blah. Because they play for us, it's okay. No matter what the dollar amount is. It was all good, right? But when it comes to an outside source, oh, it's too much. It's going to hurt the cap. It's going to do all of this. I hear it all the time. Brad Holmes has shown that how you going to sign people and then wind up with more money? Happens all the time. We started the offseason after free agency. We had $28 million. A restructure here. Jared Goff cap hit was ridiculous. It was like something really minute for this year. So Brad Holmes has shown that he knows what to do with the money. He shows that he has a plan. It's not just, oh, we're going all in this year. Trust me, if Matthew Judon is brought in here, it will work because Brad Holmes is going to make sure it works without hurting the cap because he has yet to do that. I don't know if we're going to bring a pass rusher in here, but I know that Brad Holmes, whoever is in charge of the cap it seems like he has a pretty good handle on how to go about this. And we signed Taylor and we talking about Aleem in the same sentence? Bro, next year, all we got to do is decide what we're going to do on Hutch, okay? And this year, figure out what we're going to do with Aleem or let him play out. So this situation is crazy. I myself, unless they kumbaya this thing and they sit down, light some candles and some insets, and try to hash this thing out, I don't see how you go back. I don't see how Matthew Judon takes another snap for the New England Patriots. And you got to know, 32 years old, coming off an injury, it's going to be a lot of teams that's going to be clamoring for him. And not the Bears, not the Packers, not the Baltimore Ravens. Please don't let this man go back to where he started. Brad Holmes, this is your opportunity. Go get this done. Get it done. I'm going to just leave you with this. Matthew Judon, Aiden Hutchinson, DJ Reader, Aleem McNeil, Marcus Davenport, up-and-coming Broderick, Mekhi Wingo, Betts or Houston. Come on, man. This guy tilts the scale. Go get him before somebody else does. My bold prediction or honest opinion, Matthew Judon has taken his last snap as a New England Patriots. I just don't see how you come back from this. So let me know your thoughts. It's time. I think we can all say it's time for it to happen. Give me your thoughts in the comments below, man. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel. Also, check the description. The NFL shop is having a sale, I believe it is. They're always having something. They send me an email. I try to relay that information to you. Usually, if you make a purchase with that, it'll be automatically applied at checkout as well. And also, with the NFL season approaching, make sure you guys check out the link for Game Time as well. Their fees are a lot less than Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster is insane. I'm like, how do you get away with this? I have no idea. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below, man. I think we have seen the end of Matthew Judon in New England. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions.